Hey guys, this is SM Trader. Today is July 3rd. It is 10:37 a.m. I'm looking at the MNQ right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a beautiful trade that occurred today. And we're going to take a look at some of my PATs and indicators that I've created and show you how precise these are in determining market moves. So here's the MNQ. So I have my charts set on very specific time frames. These time frames are they're not randomly picked. They're picked for a purpose. So I'm looking for multi-time frame confluence as far as the moves. And here I have this chart set on a 12-hour. This one is a 3-hour. This is a 39-minute. This one is a 10-minute, this one is a 3-minute, and this is a 1-minute. Now, your upper time frames is what I'm using for a higher time frame alignment and guidance. And we can see here that when we receive the signal to take the trade to the upside on the 12-hour, we can see here on the PAT. Now, PAT stands for price action tools, and PATs are not indicators. They are not a derivative of price. A PAT is actually price itself. It's another way of looking at price other than candlesticks. For example, you have Japanese candlestick charts. You have Heikin-Ashi candlestick charts. You have bar charts. You have Renko. You have point and figure. And they all look completely different. So PAT is another form of a way to look at price other than looking at candlesticks. It's excellent. It's absolutely, it makes a complete huge difference in your trading. So both of these are different PATs that I've created. But what I want to show you is that, see, when we have alignment here, you see the green going up, that's going to represent, price moving to the upside. And but as you could see, when this price on the 12-hour broke out into the green, we also have some alignment here on the 3-hour. So if I go here to the 3-hour, see the 3-hour and the 12-hour is overlapping. So 12 hours here, 3 hours there. And then we also have it on the 30-minute. So you see that it occurred right here on the 30-minute. So you see the line. So once you have this alignment right here, you pretty well know that you're going to have a move up in the market. The probability is that that's going to be a really good confident move. Okay, so once you have that, now you can go to your lower time frames. Okay, and once you get that multi-time frame alignment on the lower time frames as well, so here we have it on the 10-minute here. Let me bring this in so you can see this here. Great, looks like my charts are freezing. There we go. Okay. I have a lot of things running on my charts right now. Okay, so we're going to bring this in here. Bring this down right here. Okay, and this one is going to be really hard to see because this trend was so long. Okay, let's just try that. Okay, so we have the crossover here with the signal right there. And then we can see we had it occur right here. Okay, and we had it occur right here at the same time. And you can see that was a nice strong move up. Now, since we know that price is very strong in the higher time frames, and when they align, price is typically going to just continue up. So you're going to have these pullbacks on the lower time frames and retracements. Okay, so if you want to scalp, you can just let it fall and then catch the next trend up. So here we're heading up on the oscillator. here we're heading up on the oscillator. Okay, and then of course we're up on all the others. So that's going to be another really good up move there. Okay, we can come to this one. Real strong up move there, right? Okay, and then we start going kind of sideways here, and so when you're scalping, okay, there's another strategy here that I teach that you know pretty well know this is going to be a strong move versus when it's dying down and just going sideways here. Okay, so okay, so that was a really good move there. But if you had also taken the other PAT, the signal to go long down here was right here. Okay, and that lines up very, very well with the signal right over here. And if you had gone long, you have an indication of just not to get out of this trade the entire time. This 10-minute is a really good sound time frame to trade on, that you could just pretty confidently stay in the trade. This is giving you an early heads up right here. Once we change to this signal here, definitely this one here, you definitely should have jumped in here. You see we are above the line in the sand, and you got this. And then, but if you wanted to wait until you had the green signal, okay, you could have taken it here. Okay, you would have went through a little bit of chop right there, and then boom, you're back in. And now, how do I know whether or not, well, is this going to be a reversal right here? Okay, I got all, when you have this very strong indication that it's going to move up. Okay, so you're going to have oscillations. You're going to have pullbacks. You're going to have retracements. But another thing that I've developed that help for the lower time frames is, see if I could pull it over. Okay. So you see here the S term, the G term, and the L term. So there are 3 market phases of greed, fear indices. And, so far, this is a concept that I created myself. The greed fear index is out there. That's known. That's been out there. But it's simply a gauge that most people typically go to a website, they pull up the gauge, and they see what's the greed fear index. But I found a way where I can actually define that on the charts, and there are 6 stages of the greed fear index that participants will participate in, and price will go through its cycle within those 6 different phases. So and so within those 6 different phases, so I've divided them by 2. It's very complex, so I'll do another video on that specifically. But so you get these 3 different groups, and the S phase is going to be the most immediate, the near term. This is the midterm. This is the long term. And you can see that the long term, we're just completely bullish on everything. And the G term, same thing. The S term, same thing. So when I get these pullbacks here, I'm confident that's what they are. They're just pullbacks. It's not a reversal. So 1, you have that, and then 2, I have the pressure points in the market. So this is another PAT that I created that tells you well in advance where institutions are accumulating or distributing assets at a very slow pace or at a hidden pace. So, for example, I can this is looking out 12 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and 5 minutes. So I know where they are accumulating or distributing very slowly, where they don't want to show their hand. They don't want to reveal it to retail traders. So I typically know 12 hours and out, even further, that price is eventually going to move to the upside or move to the downside. Once you have all these in alignment right here, along with this, you have an extremely strong probability, and it's actually 100%. It's 100%. I will go ahead and be as bold as to say that it's 100% that the stock is going to have some type of a move in that direction, and then this is somewhat similar, but it's down on the tracking the 1 minute, the 1 to 10 minute market cycles. So, but as long as you're up on here, and you're up on your multi time frame, this is in alignment. This is a no-brainer. So this trade here, if you were trading the NQ, this was a $4,000 move right here with one contract. That was from so that's like let's just say 715 to 1040. It's $4,000 move with one M&Q, so that's 400 and something dollars. I think it was $420. With just one contract. So and you can just easily double or triple or quadruple the micro contracts, and make really good profit there. So yeah. So that's it. So this was a really good move today. Really quite easy using the PATs that I've created here. I didn't really explain this one. I will another day, but this one is just spectacular. These are extremely accurate. I believe some of the most accurate tools out there ever created, period. All right, guys, I am SM Trader, and these are Thomas Indicators. You guys have a great day. I'm out. Take care.